Welcome to a story by the Sing and Story English YouTube channel. Please sit back, relax, and listen to the story. Then we will ask and answer some questions about the story together. Remember that you can turn on subtitles in your language in Settings. You will find the text of the story in the description box under the video. Please like and share the video to help us create more stories, dialogues, and songs for you in English. Ready? Let's begin. Eleanor is retired. She lives on the second floor of a quiet block of flats. Eleanor loves baking, reading, and walking her dog, Max. She has a good friend called Mary. Eleanor and Mary meet every week for coffee, and once a month they go to the theatre or the cinema. They love talking. The flat next to Eleanor's is empty, and she often thinks, I would really like a new neighbour. But today, something is happening. There is a moving van in front of the building, and some men are carrying boxes up to the second floor. They are moving into the empty flat. How exciting, thinks Eleanor. A new neighbour. The men are working hard all day. There are many different boxes, small boxes, big boxes, and special bags filled with clothes. Eleanor watches them with interest. Then she sees something very exciting. They are carrying a piano upstairs. How wonderful! My new neighbour plays the piano. I'm sure we will be friends, thinks Eleanor. Finally, the new neighbour arrives.
Hello, welcome to the building.
Thank you. I am Anastasia.
Nice to meet you. I am Eleanor.
Thank you so much, Eleanor.
Let me know if you need help.
She is around 30 years old and has beautiful ginger hair. Hello. My name is Eleanor. I live next door. We are neighbours. Fantastic, says Anastasia. Maybe you would like to come for coffee in the morning, asks Eleanor. I'd love to, but I'm working tomorrow morning. In fact, I will be very busy all month, morning, afternoon, and evening. But next month, we can have a coffee together. Oh, says Eleanor, surprised. Okay, sounds good. The next day, Eleanor talks to Mary on the phone. Yes, she is. She is lovely, and she has such beautiful red hair. No, she's very busy at the moment. Yes, she works a lot. Where does she work? I forgot to ask. I'm sure we will become friends. The next evening, Eleanor starts to hear some strange noises coming from the flat next door. It's Anastasia. She's laughing. No, I think she's crying now. And she is talking.
Put it there. Where are you coming from?
Who is she talking to? The next morning, Eleanor sees Anastasia leave the building in a hurry. She is carrying a big box and wearing a strange hat. What is this woman doing? Thinks Eleanor. The next day is Friday, So Eleanor and Mary go to the cinema together. "Oh, the film was fantastic," says Mary. "It was really funny." "Yes," says Eleanor. "We had a good laugh." Eleanor arrives home and sees that Anastasia's light is on. It's 10 o'clock. It's good that Anastasia is home, she thinks. But when Eleanor gets home, she can hear some strange noises coming from the flat next door. Again, Anastasia is talking to somebody. But there is nobody else in the flat. Now Anastasia is shouting.
What are you doing? That's impossible.
Then there is a loud bang. Eleanor is worried. She knocks on Anastasia's door. "Are you okay, dear? I can hear some strange noises. Is everything all right?" "Oh yes, Miss Bright. Everything is fine. Sorry, I'm busy at the moment. I'll talk to you tomorrow." Eleanor is surprised again, but she says nothing. Anastasia looks fine. She doesn't look scared, and it doesn't look like there is anybody else in the flat. Strange, very strange, thinks Eleanor. The same thing happens on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday evening. Eleanor is worried, but every time she knocks on Anastasia's door, everything looks fine when Anastasia opens the door. Today is Sunday. Eleanor is resting and reading a book in her favorite chair. Suddenly, she hears a loud noise and a loud cry coming from Anastasia's flat. She runs to knock on her neighbor's door. "Are you okay, Anastasia?" "Yes, I'm fine, Ms. Bright." "Anastasia, what are you doing?" "I'm worried about you. It's all these noises and all this talking," says Eleanor, with a worried look on her face. "I can't tell you this month, Ms. Bright, but I will tell you next month. I promise." Anastasia gently closes the door. Eleanor is very surprised and confused. Finally, it is Friday evening. Eleanor and Mary are going to the theatre. They both put on beautiful dresses. First, they meet for a coffee in the theatre cafe. "Oh, Eleanor, I'm so sorry to hear that," says Mary. "It sounds very strange. Anastasia seems like a very nice young woman." "Yes," says Eleanor. "I don't know what to do." Soon it is time to go into the theatre. "Come on, Eleanor," says Mary. "The play starts in 15 minutes." The friends find their seats and sit down. They are in the third row, so they can see the stage very well. Eleanor is very happy. The actors come onto the stage and start talking. The play is very good. It is funny and sometimes sad. People laugh and sometimes they cry. Suddenly, Eleanor can't believe her eyes. It's Anastasia. She is an actress in the play. She looks amazing. Her red hair is curly and she is wearing a beautiful hat. She is one of the characters in the play. The actors are laughing, talking, and singing. Then Anastasia starts crying. Mary, it's Anastasia, my neighbor. She's an actress. That's why she was talking to herself and laughing and crying. She was practicing her words for the play, Eleanor says, laughing. This is amazing, says Mary. And she's a very good actress, too. After the play, Eleanor and Mary wait backstage. They want to see Anastasia. Anastasia, says Eleanor, you're an actress. Yes, I am, laughs Anastasia. Wow, you are a fantastic actress. Thank you, Ms. Bright. Oh, please, call me Eleanor. Okay, Eleanor. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you that I was an actress and that I was practicing my lines in the flat. The play was a surprise for the town, and we didn't want anybody to know who the actors were. Now, Eleanor and Mary, you both need to come for coffee at my flat tomorrow morning. I will tell you all about it. Thank you, says Mary. We will. The next day, Eleanor and Mary are in Anastasia's flat. Anastasia is making coffee. This is a big play, says Anastasia. Yesterday was the premiere, but it will be on at the theatre all month. Then we will travel a bit and perform in other cities. Wonderful, says Eleanor. And I always have a few free tickets for friends and family, says Anastasia. So every time we put on a new play, you're welcome to come and see it for free. Well, says Mary, I like this new neighbor of yours, Eleanor. She really is a very good neighbor. All three women laugh.
Now let's ask and answer some questions about the story together. Where does Eleanor live? She lives on the second floor in a block of flats. What is Eleanor's job? She doesn't work. She is retired. She is a pensioner. What are the men carrying to the empty flat? Boxes, bags filled with clothes, and a piano. How old is Anastasia? She is around 30 years old. Why is Eleanor worried? She can hear Anastasia laughing, crying, and talking to somebody. What's Eleanor's friend's name? Mary. What do Eleanor and Mary do once a month in the evening? They go to the cinema or to the theatre. Why is Eleanor very surprised and happy in the theatre? She can see that Anastasia is an actress. Where do the women talk after the play? They talk backstage. Where do they drink coffee the next morning? In Anastasia's flat. What free things does Anastasia have for friends and family? Tickets to the theatre.
Thank you for joining us for this story. We hope you enjoyed listening and learning in slow English. See you in our next video.